What's happening, guys? My name is Jamie, this is the Norwich Reptile Shed, and in this video I'm going to be going over the plans and just a kind of general overview of the shed now that we are in the winter period and most of the big snakes are in brumation. Oh, it's a depressing sight. What's happening, guys? So as you well know, the last video I put the big snakes in brumation in the loft. Now that isn't all the snakes that we've got in the shed. I've still got the two false water cobras, the royal pythons, the boygocynea, the boygocynodon, as well as some of the lizards and invertebrates. It still is kind of ticking over in here, yeah, a lot of the kind of big guys are out. That is the Taiwanese beauty snake, the two pine snakes, Penny the black rat snake. We've got the little rescue corn snake and the hognose. Piggy. Is that it? Am I missing someone? Nope, that's it. Yeah. So that does mean that I've got the perfect opportunity at the moment to kind of redo some vivariums, and I'm gonna in this video kind of talk you through what I'm planning on doing to some of them, some of the steps that I've already made, plus I've got some new arrivals that I found in the royal python vivarium, so hopefully we can dig some of them out and have a little look at them as well, because they are super cute. So let's have a little look at some of the big vivs. Okay, so starting with the vivarium that's probably going to receive the most amount of attention from me this winter is Ty's vivarium. So this is obviously the Taiwanese beauty snake, and it is a nice viv, don't get me wrong, I do like it, I really like the rock work and stuff, but there's a few things this year that I've noticed that I'd like to kind of address, especially while she's out. One of those is I kind of want this area here to have a little bit more rock work and a little bit more basking levels that aren't relying on the branches. So I've actually got a fan of the channel has given me some kind of like some foam rocks that they carved out, and I'm actually going to do a video where I'm going to finish those up and do the rock work and treat it the same as this background here, which was one of my originals, which I used polyurethane varnish for, which is fine once it's cured, but while it's cured it's a bit smelly, which is why I don't use it anymore. But I would like the rocks to kind of match this background here, so I'm going to build up the rocks back here, maybe try and make a little planted area for some plants, because one of the main things in this viv that kind of annoys me is the lack of plants. So to try and kind of combat that, I want to create a few more planting areas for some plants, and I want to put in deeper soil as well to try and help keep the moisture levels up in the soil. And then over on this side I've ripped out this plant that was in this planter because that had some pests on it. This umbrella tree is probably also going to have the same problem, although I might be able to treat it. I'd rather try and keep it because as you can see it is actually starting to perk up. But what I plan on doing over here is making maybe a few more kind of planted pockets, raising up the soil a lot more and putting in some big plants, and trying to do that sooner rather than later, so I can so I can give the plants a good chance to grow. And I'm thinking maybe like a monstera, a few kind of devil's ivy stuff, some real hardy plants. So that's my plan for this vivarium. And then underneath we have got Mr. Pine's vivarium, which needs a good looking at. So the first thing that I want to do with Mr. Pine's vivarium is kind of redo all these branches at the back, get some more oak stuff going on, some little branches to fill that kind of space. I'm going to probably strip away the top level of soil in this viv just in case there was any like urates or anything like that that kind of fell through. And then I'm going to replant this with, well, I'm going to re-soil this a little bit higher with soil. And then I'm going to get some Boston ferns and try and get some Boston ferns in here. Try and get a little bit of greenery on the go, which I think will be cool. I'm not worried about any more rock work. I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with the branches and all that kind of stuff. But I would like a few more kind of ferns and stuff scattered about, especially over here where it is quite damp. And it kind of stays damp. I always make sure I pour this water bowl out into this area. So this kind of area is damp. And then I've obviously got to open this up, clean out this. So this needs to be stripped out. If you don't know, this is like a hide box that I made. So it's actually a plastic tub that's hidden in rock work. And it actually separates. And I can take all the soil out and I can refresh that soil. So that'd be good. And then I've got a lot more leaf litter. So obviously once I've re-soiled this, I can put leaf litter down, more pine needles, and just fill it back up, make it look like a really cool forest floor. And actually I have some, where have I got them? I do have some leaf litter as well that I've already started to get, because now, obviously being winter, now is the perfect time to get some leaf litter. It's everywhere. And so, yeah, once it's all defrosted, I can go out and get some more, which would be good. But I already picked some out of the garden before the snow and the ice and stuff, so I'll show you that. So I've actually, down here, oh no, this is from the actual wood. So I've got these massive leaves, which is really cool. So yeah, I've got some leaf litter, but I'd like to mix that up with oak. So yeah, I've got some soil already on the go. So yeah, we're starting to think ahead, getting things done. What else have we got then? So coming over this way, what's new in here? Daisy's cooling down. So she hasn't got any food at the moment. She's having regular baths. And I'm moving the heat lamp further away and turning it off so it's not on for very long. And soon I will just turn the UV lamp completely off. So that's that one done. And she'll be going into hibernation during Christmas. I've got some tubs ready for my parents' tortoises, because they're coming round in 2 days. So they're going in the fridge. And I've also just had to set up a vivarium temporarily for my friend's corn snake I'm currently looking after. So just a real quick throw that together so the corn snake's got a place to stay for a little while. Won't be very long. And then obviously the biggest change is going to be getting rid of these vivariums here, which will be really cool. So all 3 of these vivariums will be going. I've only got a false water cobra in this one, so that'll be going. That won't be going. The vivarium will be going, and then I'll be replacing all these. And I'm going to try and do that over Christmas, or at least sort of January. I'm going to try and get some plywood and build them up and have them ready to go. And then what else have I changed down here? Down here, actually yesterday, I changed out. As you can see, I've got an original fitting in there for a heat lamp, but I've dropped the heat a lot closer to the floor here, because I realised that I'm just kind of, I've got like a 60 or 75 watt lamp just constantly burning away to try and heat this area up, while the shed itself is generally a little bit cooler than what it normally is. So yeah, I've hung this Reptile Systems dome fixture, and that brings the heat lamp a lot closer, which is much better, especially as it's a false water cobra. She isn't gonna, I mean, that is still quite a distance off the floor, and it's nowhere near that. It's a bit of a bad angle, but it isn't actually anywhere near this rock at the back here, so she isn't touching it. But it does mean that I've got the heat nice and close to the floor, which means I don't have to have it burning as hot. I'm not struggling with the temperatures either. So this is the false water cobra vivarium. So yeah, then currently I can't see a false water cobra, so oh well, I'm sure she's in there. I mean, there's like 6 foot of snake in there somewhere. It's pretty cool that you can't see her though, right? Doesn't make for a great video, but it does make for good keeping. I mean, where's the 6 foot snake? Hopefully it's still in there. What else we got? So the millipedes are in here, and I'll quickly show you. Oh, let's get this open. Can I do it with one hand? Not entirely sure. Here we go. Oh, there we go. So, I've got a little jumping spider. So the millipedes are in here. Here are the olive millipedes. There's one. So we got one there. But these, excitingly, have bred, which means I have some babies. So if we have a quick, little dive around in this leaf litter. There's one. So I don't know if you can see this. Oh, look, there's more. Did you see that? Oh, so I've actually got in here. Let me see if they move around. So there's a baby millipede right at the top of that bit of soil there, and there's also one here on my wedding. Oh, there we go, on my wedding wing there. So these are baby olive millipedes, and as you can see, they're absolutely tiny. So that is really cool. We're going to put them back in there. I have actually got a few that I've taken out just to kind of grow. So I've actually got how many have I got of these in here? 6 adults in there lurking about. Yeah, they're all over the place. Oh, here's one. Here's one. This is cool. This is cool. Let's try and get this door open. We've got another RIP plant. This plant didn't like it. And we are still working out what plants to put in here, but this Epiprimnum pinnatum, I think, did not enjoy that. I think I actually kept the soil too wet, far too wet, and this thing just didn't like it. But looking up here, there's a millipede. How cool is that? Let me get this close. Oh. So there's a millipede. That's cool, right? That's like 6 foot in the air. Just a millipede in my 6 foot in the air. Just glazed past the fact that we've got a royal python sitting up here, which is about 5 foot in the air. But yeah, we've got a millipede even higher. So how cool is that? So I think that'll do it for this video, guys. I hope you don't mind just a bit of a not much action, but a little bit of an update as to what's going on. Obviously, I haven't been crazy kind of clear with my plans for the winter. I've just been focusing on getting the snakes brumated and getting the tortoise done, and then obviously I had the little health problem as well. So I'm doing much better now. And in terms of updates for the channel, the biggest kind of news is that I now qualify for all the steps to be like a verified YouTube creator, partner, or whatever it's called, which is really cool. That's really awesome. It means that some of my big kind of videos, the waterproofing the vivarium, the 4x2 build, will start to bring in a tiny bit of revenue, which is cool. It just, you know, it repays just a bit of my time, yeah, which I think is really awesome. And I'm absolutely honoured that, you know, after 2 years of doing this, I've started to be recognised for that, which is really cool. And then in terms of the channel as well, obviously, I've got some new equipment. So I'm currently filming this with still my phone, which I've always done, and I'm eventually going to be upgrading to a better camera, and doing it on my laptop. The way I used to do some of my videos was kind of editing on Premiere Pro, but my newest addition is a really solid kind of tripod, and a light combination. So hopefully now my videos, I've got no excuse for them not to be lit very well, which would be good, especially when filming some of the stuff, because I've always struggled with filming the builds, especially indoors and when there's no lights. So so that should make for a better kind of experience, which would be good. And then apart from that, just shooting away and yeah, carrying on. Hopefully you'll get from this video that the reptile room isn't slowing down over the winter. I'm going to try and crack on, maybe a tiny Christmas break, but just going to crack on with builds and upgrading stuff, and yeah, take you along for the ride. So thank you very much guys for checking in on this one. Thanks for, if you like the video, please hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribed, and if you'd like to support the channel any further, then head over to Patreon, where for £3 a month I can feature your name at the start of each video. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.